This is part 2 of Akumarch. Make sure to check out part 1 to get the full explanation of what Akuma are and what this art challenge is about. Welcome wonderful souls, it's time for Brush with Death. Death is me and you can call me Grim. This is a more chill video, just to show what I drew for the remaining prompts of my art challenge, Akumarch. It was tiring, but if you want to see the first week of prompts, please check out part 1 of Akumarch. And also subscribe while you're at it if you want to see other art challenges aside from my Pokemon stuff. I'll let the speed paints go with some commentary, but I'll see you near the end for my little outro talk. Enjoy! This is day 8 triangle. I wanted to do Katamari like a onigiri head at first, but I kind of went with like a pyramid. Also kind of reminds me of the fucking dudes at the end of the Breath of the Wild shrines. For shading and texturing, I kind of did it like the modern D.Gray-Man anime level 3 Akuma. They are kind of more colorful and more, their armors have golden trims, so that's what I did. And he has a little triangle power. His name is Isosceles. Day 9 is music. I didn't really know what to do. I tried doing a gramophone at first, but it looked ugly and looked like a flower, so I went with the horn, but a sea horse, because now it's a sea horn, and that's the name of this Akuma. I gave him like a mohawk. Kind of looks like a punk rock guy now. Punk rock horn. I don't know what I was doing. For day 10, I thought of doing it with day 11 because it's feminine and masculine. So I made a female Akuma and a male Akuma, and they are kissing. They date now because Akumas can fall in love, as the anime has shown us. And so I have a queen bee and a king crab. I did a different type of shading than the last two. The first was a more anime type of shading. The second one was more of a manga type of shading that I tried to do in week 1. For king crab and queen bee, I did a more just traditional, if I was drawing like on a pen on paper. So there's a lot of hatching here and there. And we have Adam and V. What I name it? Day 12 we have armor. I tried to do some armor like the Cupid, but it ended up looking like an ugly League of Legends drawing or something, so I made it a level 3. Just kind of a simple like armor style, kind of inspired by Claymore. I was looking at Claymore armor. And for day 13 is insect, so I made... Are people drilling? Now's not the time to be drilling. Anyways, I made a spider, and this is when I started to... Well, with male and female, with masculine and feminine, that's when I started to do 2 Akumas per canvas, because I didn't want too many videos saved in my iPad. But I really like this rendering on the spider. And for the Akuma butt, like the butt of the spider, it's stars because the Akuma stars are like poison. So when you're poisoned by Akuma blood, you get stars all over your body. For 14, day 14 is electric. It is a very simple Akuma. It is a electric plasma ball. Plasma balls. With a smiley face. That's it. I think the manga shading is pretty cool though. For day 15 is blade. I did a more detail. I was like, okay, I went with a ball at day 14. Let me go with something more elaborate. For blade, I made a female looking Akuma with like a bob hair and like bloomers, and her arms are blade. Kind of reminds me of Foe from the anime, and her little like geisha hair pins have the Akuma face on them. The center is like if she got stabbed, and I did a little bit of anime shading here too. Kind of like cell shading, kind of, not really. I can't read the names on that picture. I don't know what I named them. What is this? Day 16, Fairy Tale. This is a very dumb design, but I like it. It is based on elves and the shoemaker. It is an elf in the shoe, and it does not make anything. It makes me cry because it looks ugly as shit, but it's very funny. And for day 17 is wings. I did a very serious looking face, but a goofy body griffin type of creature. Yep, it's dumb. And the red shading with the gold is very modern D.Gray-Man. So his name is Griffin, apparently. Day 18, fruit. It is based on blood orange. It is an orange screaming. That's what it sounds like. Exorcisto! That's what it sounds like. And one of his little shadings, I tried a different shading style with like black shadows. I tried like this like comic kind of shading, but I don't know if it does it look like a 2000 edit. I don't know. For day 19 is wizard, and I went with a more fairy tale type of shading, very cross-hatchy kind of dude. He is a wizard. His head is a wizard head, and it's also kind of based on this one episode where the Akumarch kind of have this head shape, where there's 3 Akumarch that look the same. And he is also based on, I guess, Wizard of Oz, because it's a wizard with Dorothy's shoes, the red shoes, red tail tip. It's blood orangey and Oz. Now I can see the names. I forgot to read the names of the other ones, but it's fine. Day 20, Serpentine. This one had to take up the whole canvas. I didn't have 2 in 1 this time, because this big boy took up the whole canvas, as I said. Kind of based on really nothing. Like a Chinese dragon, like a lion dragon costume with the big googly eyes. He's a goofy little dude with like human hands, and I thought he looked cute. He's very cute. Don't ask why he has boobs. It just be like that. I was gonna give him textures on his whole body, but I wanted to save time and energy. Oh, I made him purple and golden eyes because I thought it would be fun. His name is Snack. That's what his name is. Day 21, gemstone. Gemstone was a bit hard. I don't know how to draw gemstones, so I just drew a diamond, and I gave it to a lady on a lady's head, because diamond is a girl's best friend. And I combined it with day 22, kawaii. Kawaii, we have little bootleg happy over there from Fairy Tail. I made the lady big and sexy and kawaii, cute and kawaii. Lady has this jumpsuit. Gemstone lady has this jumpsuit thing, which I think is cool. That's very D.Gray-Man. I did kind of a manga shading for this too. Sounds similar to my day 1, and for the diamonds, I made it try to look like a diamond, but yeah. So we have riches and Nyakuma. Day 23 is mechanical. Mechanical is supposed to be kind of the give me the free one, because Akuma are normally looking mechanical, and I combined it with day 24, which is gladiator. So in the show, there's level 3s. There's 2 types of level 3s. There's a skinny version and a thick version. So I made it like a mechanical skinny OG level 3 versus a new gen gladiator level 3 Akuma. They're kinda in a brawl right now, and I really like how this turned out, like them fighting. Who is screaming, bro? There's someone screaming outside my house while I'm recording this. But this is a one shot. I committed to the one shot commentary. I think the shading on this looks better than the blood orange. I tried the same style of shading, and I think it looks much better, even though I didn't get it any other colors. Okay, next we have shadow. Day 25 shadow, and day 26 water. For shadows, it's kind of like reminds me of that Full Metal Alchemist. Stop screaming, bro! It reminds me of Full Metal Alchemist with the eyes. Kind of reminds me of the Skyward Sword little like freaking dragon dude that you fight at some point. It's the little black blob with feet. For water, I did a fish. I just googled a fish face and I saw a fish's. I referenced the fish's face, and I gave it legs because I don't know. It looked. I don't know. I felt like it's a dumb idea, but the fish is so detailed. I think I did really well with the fish line art. And for the blob, I didn't want to do like a literal shadow, but it's a shadowy figure. That it's like a little shadow blob, you know, black blob, inky blob. It could be ink. His name is Figure, and I didn't see the fish name. I forgot. Maybe I named it Fish. So next we have day 27 circus. For circus, I did a circus seal of approval. And for day 28 is puppet. For puppet, I think the puppet one's really cool. It has I gave it a Kermit-like face because Kermit's a sock puppet. So it's kind of both like a string puppet and a sock puppet and like a plushy kind of dude with like little like Carl Weezer pants. I do like the face on the circus prompt. I think my seal of approval over there has a really Akuma face. That is a face I would see in the anime. And I gave it a red marking similar to the wings prompt from before. That's clown face and no strings. I got no strings. Next is day 29 hammer. I did angelic first, which is day 20. Day 30 is hammer. No, day 30 is angelic. And it's kind of similar to Frotier Dolls in a sense, which is like this big white dude. And also kind of similar, it's kind of referencing a little spoiler that I won't talk about that much, but I made it like this cherub, angelic, kind of creepy looking like lady. The boobs are actually Akuma faces, they just look like boobs because of this angle. Those are not boobs, those are heads, okay. For hammer, is like King Diddy. It looks like King Diddy's hammer. Maybe that's why I thought about like the star. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put a star there, and I was like, this looks kind of familiar, but I'm not gonna think about it that much because I don't know what to do with hammer. I know I gave the prompts and I don't know what to do with them. I'm stupid like that. That's Boink and that's Cherubi. Cheriboo, not a Pokemon. Our last prompt is a free prompt, so I thought of doing myself as an Akuma. One will reference myself as an Akuma. I am a Grim Reaper, but I was once a Sworn Maiden, and that's part of my characteristic and part of my previous model too. I have a size that has a Sworn skeleton on it, so I have that as a neck, kind of referencing that long neck woman yokai. So I have a little fat body and a little swan tail and this mechanical looking swan head with cannons coming out of it. That's commentary. You know, maybe next time I won't do the whole month. Maybe just one design a week, or maybe just 1 week of designs. It was still fun to sketch some monster designs that aren't meant to be Pokemon. It got sloppy on some, admittedly. I've seen some people like this non-Fakemon content, so thank you for enduring my little side quest. But I guess I'll go back to Fakemon now. I'm going to keep creating, so maybe you'll have a brush with death. I'll see you next video. Oh, happy day!